morning, guys. Let's start with today's alumni meet. So before we begin with today's alumni meet, few things. I just want to make an announcement. We were just preparing the statistics of last 2 months. Uh, the amount of offer letters that was rolled out. So the last 2 months, guys, we have got more than 350 plus students getting offer from our academy. Point number one. Point number two, all these 350 students contact numbers are kept open at the reception desk, which means anybody can call my office number. They can look at the list, and whichever student you want to interact with, you can interact with them. So this will be, helping you a lot in case if you want to take the guidance from your seniors and want to talk personally with them and understand that what kind of questions was asked, what was their strategy for placements, how they were preparing, all of these things. Is my voice clear? Because at my end everything looks fine, right? At my end everything looks fine, because I'm also seeing some people voice is clear. Yeah, there's no problem at all. Right, check at your end. The third point, see, during the alumni meet, you feel that I should talk to this candidate. He might help me out to understand the things in a better way. Then in that case, this is the support number. So to talk to the place students, okay? Or I'll just write the number here, the support number directly, 9632629033. So if you wish to talk to any of the online attendee, okay, that I want to interact with him personally, I want to talk to him and take more guidance from the place student, then in that case, guys, you can always call this number, okay? So call this number, okay, to talk to the place students, okay? So if you want to interact with place students, this is the number, you can keep it with you, okay? Right, so with all of these information, let's begin. And one more very important thing before it's out of my mind, let me mention this. Surprisingly, what I've seen, out of this 350 people, okay, 98% of the students have more than one offer. More than one offer letter is what they've got. And 99% of the students' package is above 3.5 lakhs LPA. They were online attendees, offline attendees, still the packages were the same. Okay, right. So I think I've given a lot of clarity how to reach out the place students if you wish to talk to them. And with all of these info, let me begin with the first candidate for the day. Let me just check the list. Just hold on. Yeah, who wants to talk first? Okay, so you can raise your hand. Ashu. Okay, raise your hand. You there? Ashu Sharma. I've just asked you to unmute yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Open the camera. If possible, switch on the camera. I leave it to you, how comfortable you are. But let's begin, Ashu, with our today's chat. Yeah, very good
Yes,
morning.
sir.
So you're back to
Good
your
morning,
hometown.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had, I think, connected with you on the call.
Yes, sir.
In
In
morning, you
morning.
had called me, right? You said,
Yes,
but you have taken offline classes, right?
yes,
July
sir. All
6th
course
batch,
I
very
take.
recent one.
Yes,
Anyway, start
sir.
the introduction, Ashu, from which place you are, what's your qualification, year of pass out, your percentage, when did you join us, you got placed as what, how many companies you've got placed in, can we get all of these details?
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Asu. I did my BC at Jal Singh College, Karnal, Haryana in 2018. and my percentage is 58.2%. And sir, I is placed in four companies now. First is Capgemini, second is Crown Solution, third is Product, and sir, I selected also in HCL, sir, but still now offer is not come.
Right. So I should just be a little louder. Okay, so that like we are a
Yes, sir.
bit clear. Yeah, just keep the mouth, yeah, the mic little closer to your mouth. Okay, now uh, the first question I want to ask you is how did you get to know about Pankaj Sir Academy, and what made you to take that decision that you have to be a part of my academy?
Yes, sir. Sir, first did not know about Pankaj Sir Academy, and I researched on some on internet, and I found another institute. But sir, I found a video on YouTube, and uh, I knew about your academy, sir, and I passed. I did my BCA at 2018, and sir, my percentage also very low. So I am confused, sir, because every academy say you have a low percentage, sir, you can join testing, but I want to know, join sir development. So, but in your academy, sir, no percentage issue, no year pass year. Everyone can join development course. So that's why I joined Pankaj Sir Academy, and now I have sir selected in four companies.
So which all companies you got placed, Ashu? Can you just mention that one by one loudly, as there was voice
Ye-
issue earlier?
Yes, sir. Sir, first is product, second is Capgemini, third is Crown Solution, and sir, last one is Congruent, sir. Congruent
So
Software
you are
Solution.
also a YouTuber, Ashu? Somebody commented that you're a YouTuber as well.
Yes, sir. Sir, I put only one video in your on YouTube,
Oh,
but I
you'd put,
deleted now, sir.
okay, you'd put one video, is it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right. Whose video was that?
Sir, about Pankaj Sir Academy.
Oh, you had prepared that video. Right, right, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell us more about the interview questions, Ashu. What all questions?
Yes, sir. Sir, if I attend a lot of interviews, and I means, sir, I face one problem. If you attend the startup company interview, then they ask sir in depth detail, means all internal working. And if I attend MNC company interview, then they only focus on core Java and basic knowledge of Spring Boot, means sir direct how to work on Spring, sir, direct
Right.
simple
So,
question.
guys, see one very important point. People they say when percentage is low, go for startup companies. That's
Yes, sir.
wrong. And I think I mentioned this in the class as well. That startup
Yes, sir.
companies, they will put a lot of pressure. There is no working, culture which is in place. Everything you have to do it. But in MNC company, things are very systematic. Right.
Yes, sir. Sir, they want to ask only with few questions, because after joining they also provide trainings for 2 months or 3 months, and the startup company did not do not provide training. So that's
Okay.
why, sir.
So, which was your first interview, Ashu?
Sir, my first interview is UST Global, sir, but
Okay. So, what
I
happened when you
did not
attended the
select.
first interview?
Sir, when I attend first interview, I little bit feared, and sir, I am not selected in this. But the second interview I will select, sir. Second interview is Capgemini, and I selected, sir.
Right. So, what all questions did they ask you in UST Global?
Sir, in UST Global, basic core Java questions are OOPS concept, encapsulation, four main pillars, sir, and little bit theory part of Hibernate, sir. But
Okay.
that time I'm not aware of the theory part of Hibernate, sir. I have a practical knowledge of Hibernate, so that's why I didn't select. But after that interview, I prepared myself a few questions of theory part from
Okay.
internet, and in second interview I selected, sir.
Right. So, tell us more about all interview questions.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a lot of interviews. All candidates share in groups, sir, WhatsApp group.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Sir, all companies' requirement is 90% is same, but 10% can be different, sir. But overall is same. And sir, interview question is Java 8 features, and it is important, sir. Every company asks about Java 8 feature, and mainly Stream API, sir. It is very important. We
Okay,
cannot skip, sir. Yes, sir. And
right.
static, why we use it and explain. Collection, sir. Has map working, internal working, interfaces and abstract class difference. I face every interview. I face that question: interface and abstract class. What is difference? And multi-catch blocks in Java, reverse strings, uh, project explanation, exception handling, how Hibernate you implemented in your project, and so REST API, and so which annotation you use in REST API, and pillar of Java, so oops concept same, and some basic program means scenario types, like we have one array, sir, then how to find this number 30, like sir we have one array and how to find 34 number in this array, like this, some basic scenario based questions, sir. And like prime numbers are like simple question, and annotations are what is at service, and what is difference between controller and rest controller, and uh, another interview spring boot, sir, what is major annotation of spring boot app, and actuators, starter, CLI, and definition of microservices, like this, sir. All companies ask only these types of
Right. So
questions,
what
sir.
is your highest and lowest package that's been offered?
Sir, yes, sir. Still, I have, sir, highest package is 4.5, and lower is 3.7.
Okay, the highest is 4.5, 4.5, and
Yes, sir.
lowest is 3.7.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but I got the mail from HCL, and they told me what is expected. I said five. Okay, and today they will call, sir, and uh, in Monday they will provide offer letter.
All right. So HCL is a good company, Ashu, because they will provide 4 months of training again.
Yes, sir. So they said 3 months. They will provide 3 months.
Right. I think your batch, there's one more girl. Just now in the morning, she met me. She's
Yes, sir.
already.
Uh, so she had 5 letters, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So how many days did it
She
take for you to get, near about 4 offer letters? One student had asked this question.
Yes, sir. Sir, I applied on 5th of August, October, 5th of October, and first offer letter I got, sir, within 10 days, Capgemini. Yes, sir.
So there's some questions from the audience side. Let's take that. We have a question. Which batch you are from? When
6th
did
July,
you?
sir.
In which batch you were studying? BSA.
Sir, I joined the 6th July,
6th
20,
July is what you
2021.
joined. Okay,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah, he was an offline student. So how many campus drives per day you were at? I mean to say how many calls you were getting per day?
Yes, sir. Sir, one day I got 34 calls, sir, and I attended 8 interviews, and I selected in, sir, four, but uh, they I selected in first round, but after that, in second round and third round, sir, I showed
So were
little
you
interest.
shocked looking at the number of interview calls that it is so
Yes, sir.
huge?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
So huge calls, sir. 30 calls, sir. I count all calls, means how many calls I got. So I found 34, sir, number.
Right. So isn't it like, we are going way above than the expectations of interview calls? Students, they ask take one interview call or two.
Yes, sir. Sir, and coal is very huge, and still now, sir, I get 4 to 5 coal per day. Today I also, sir, 3 call I got in morning.
Right.
Yes, sir, and I attended one interview in morning today also, and now one is 12 p.m. now after alumni meet.
Okay, so after alumni meet, you already have the interview that is
Yes,
scheduled.
sir. And before alumni meet, sir, I gave 2 interviews in morning today.
Uh-huh. How was the
Yes, sir.
performance?
Very good, sir. I selected in one of that one, sir.
So what questions they asked in the morning interview?
Sir, same questions means they asked only basic questions, how you worked on, I mean, sir, uh, explain your project, sir, and
So how did you explain your project, Ashu?
yes, sir. Like this, I am working on a marketing project. In this project, there are a lot of modules, core modules like reports, contacts, and email services, etc. And my role and responsibility in this project, developing view layer by using GSP and GSTL, developing controller layer for connecting the view layer and backend business logic, developing repository layer for all database operations, developing web services by using RESTful API, and test the web services by using Postman like this, sir.
Okay, right. So you said like, okay, you worked on the project. So view layer, what is this view layer actually?
Sir, in view layer, we keep all the front end coding, like which user will interface.
Right, the user will interact. Okay, so that was really nice. So any other inputs, Ashu, you want to give it to the students? Okay, there are a few questions. Let me just take it from the student side. 1 minute, hold on. Guys, how Hibernate? Okay, how did you use Hibernate in your project? Please explain. How to answer?
Yes, sir. In my project, I use a Hibernate framework, and in this, I configure one file, application.properties. In application.properties, we need to write some codes are like we need to give the path of database, which database we use, and then after username and password. And sir, we have lot of inbuilt annotation of Hibernate. In my project also I use like entity class, and sir, we have one repository layer that have lot of inbuilt methods we use in our project.
Right. Uh, we got an idea. So at the rate NTP annotation.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
at the rate entity annotation and all of these things. Right.
Yes, sir.
So students, any other questions you want to ask him related to technical stuff? You can ask. Hibernate thing has already answered that. Which version of Hibernate you were using in your project?
Sir, I didn't face that question, sir, but I think so 4.5.
You recollect. I've showcased that Ashu in the class. Recollect that.
Yes, sir.
Recollect. 5.
Yes.
5.x version. We have also showcased that while adding the dependencies using Maven.
Yes, yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now, what else? Aptitude test was kept. Yes. Any technical questions you have it? Okay. Please go ahead and you can ask here. We can discuss this with Ashu. Any coding questions did you get? Which coding questions?
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, every interviewer asks about some basic scenario based, sir, like prime number. If we have one array, then how we find one element, sir, and like this,
Okay.
sir. Some basic scenario
Right, right,
based.
right, right. Okay. So that is all about arrays. Then SQL questions, what they asked.
Sir, SQL, sir, I face a few questions, sir. A few company ask about SQL. MNC company do not ask, sir, about SQL, but startup company are asking lot of SQL questions, sir. Like inner join and left join about join, sir. And startup company asked about depth in SQL, but
Okay.
MNC company, if asked, they only know about basic questions like join and other
Okay.
things, how to write a query.
Any questions on web services did you get?
Yes, sir. Sir, if some company are working on, if they hire for web services, they ask only for web service. But if they want to hire for other things, they focus on more other part like Core Java and Hibernate and Spring Boot. But if they want to hire on web services, only they will ask about web services question.
Okay. So Did they ask you any cross questions in core Java? Some indirect questions?
No, sir. I face only basic question. Whatever in class covered, all question we covered, sir, in class.
Right.
But sir,
So,
yes, sir.
what advancement you did in project? Any such questions did you get?
No, sir. Sir, I didn't face that like that questions, but I faced some, sir, means how to work on project. You like this question, sir?
How
Means
do you
basic
work on?
question. How you worked on your project? How you build this layer? How you work on
Okay, so they're asking
Hibernate?
that
Yes,
how
sir.
you were building this different layers.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. Any other technical questions, students, you've got it, which you want to ask Ashu? Okay, so did they ask you question about Spring versus Spring Boot?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is a 50% company asked this question, sir. What is the difference between Spring and Spring Boot? Why
Okay,
we need to go to Spring Boot, sir? Because we have Spring framework. So why we use Spring Boot? So like this, they ask, sir.
okay, and what did you answer?
Sir, in Spring, we need to configure a lot of configuration file like XML file, but in Spring Boot, we have auto configured features. In this, we need to write only dependencies, and Spring Boot automatic download all dependency. And sir, in Spring Boot, we need to download separate Tom server to like Tomcat. But in Spring Boot, we have inbuilt server.
Okay, so one more question. What is the exception hierarchy?
Yes, sir. So the exception hierarchy supermost class of throwable. In throwable, sir, there are two parts, like one error and one is exception. In exception, there are two parts: runtime exception and runtime or unchecked exception, and compile time exception or checked exception, sir. In runtime exception, we have a lot of exception like null pointer exception and array index out of bound exception. And in compile time exception, we have class not found exception, file not found exception like this.
Okay, right, great. So any other technical questions? Any JavaScript questions did you get?
Yes, sir. Sir, one or two company asked about JavaScript questions, and I say, sir, I didn't use in my project. I have some basic knowledge of HTML and CSS.
Okay. What is Stream API? You mentioned Stream API. So Praveen is asking, what is Stream API?
Yes, sir. So Stream API is a new feature of Java 1.8, and it processes the collections object. And in this, there are a lot of methods like filtered, map, and empty, like this.
Okay. Any other technical questions? Let's see. Okay, if you have got some good. So about Stream API, has already mentioned that. Okay, did they ask anything about JSTL?
Yes, sir. Sir, one or two company asked about JSTL, and but sir, means major focus
What they
on
asked in
all.
JSTL?
Sir, why we need to JSTL? So we can answer like this. If we do not have Java knowledge, then we can use GSTL without Java knowledge.
Okay, right. Any questions on SDLC you got?
No, sir.
No, right? Software
No,
development lifecycle, no questions on that.
no,
Okay,
sir. Sir, I mentioned Agile methodology. So on Agile,
okay,
sir, I face some questions.
okay. So you mentioned the modern process agile, and so people were
Yes,
asking more on that only. So in agile, they
yes.
asked some questions.
Yes, sir. So on Agile, they ask a few questions, sir. Means how you worked on an Agile process. Please describe some basic question.
Okay, right. So any inputs, Ashu, you want to give it to the students? As you said, 12 o'clock again, your interview is lined up.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to give only a few things to my junior. Sir, please follow the sir instructions and uh, take the interview questions from Alumni Meet and Sania ma'am also. And sir, research on basic theory part on internet, and that enough, sir.
Right. Okay, so that was really nice talking to you. Okay, Ashu, we wish you all the best for your upcoming interview, which is at 12
Thank you, sir.
o'clock, right? So best
Yes.
of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Right, most welcome. Right, so let's invite the next candidate for the day. Let me just check the list. Yeah. Shahrukh Shah. 1 minute. Please unmute yourself, Shahrukh Shah.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Very good morning, Shahrukh. Yeah, the pen. Okay. So let's begin with today's interaction with you. I hope you're an online attendee.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I've not seen you in the classroom actually. Right. So from which place you are, Shahrukh?
Sir, actually, I'm from Andhra Pradesh,
Okay,
Madanpalli.
Madanpalli. Right, right.
Yes, sir.
So, Shahrukh, how did you get to know about our academy? And then let's start with your introduction as well. Your
Yeah.
qualification, year of pass out, percentage. When did you join us? When did you join the training here at Pankaj Sir Academy? Got placed in which all companies? Let's understand that.
Hello, all. I am Shahrukh Shah. I am from Madanpalli, Andhra Pradesh. I have completed my BCA in 2016, and I have currently 3 offer letters in my hand. I joined Pankaj Sir Academy on June 4th batch, and I have got 3 offer letters. Actually, I was very happy, and I don't know what to say. Actually, sir.
Right. So
Yes, sir.
very nice to see that. Shahrukh. So tell me, how do you get to know about us? You decided to go online, and
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, sir, the thing, one of my friend, she told me about your academy. Actually, she searched on the Google, and she told me that Pankaj Sir Academy is the best for you. You can join there. Because I was searching at the time, sir, for different academies. I searched everywhere in the Bangalore. But she told me that Pankaj Sir Academy is the best academy for you. You can go. Otherwise, you can check the YouTube. Sir have good teaching and excellent teaching skills, like that she told me. So I checked your videos on YouTube, and I got to know that, yeah, this is the correct academy for me to learn the Java and everything which I have to do.
Okay, so that's how you got to know your friend helped you out. Okay, with the
Yes, sir.
details,
Yes,
and
sir.
you should be very thankful to your friend that friend helped you, and today you have almost 3 offers in your hand. So, what is
Correct,
your
sir.
highest and lowest package? That's been offered.
My highest package is 5.5, sir,
Amazing.
and lowest package is 4.5.
Wow, that's really excellent, Shahrukh.
Thank you, sir.
So let's start with your complete experience about the interviews, what questions they asked, and we'll also pick some technical questions from the audience side,
Okay.
where you can answer that and
Yes,
help
sir.
them out understand that, okay, this is how you
Mhm.
need to tackle the scenario.
Okay, sir.
So I'm going to start with few questions from the candidate side. You got placed as a developer or a tester?
As a developer, sir.
Okay. He got placed
Yeah.
as a developer. Which all companies you got placed?
First one is HTC Global Services. Second one is CGI, and the third one is UBQ Technologies.
Okay. UVQ Technology CGI. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Um, so let's start the technical questions which you felt it's very important for the juniors to focus on. We'll also take all the questions from you and
Yes, sir.
please share that to Sanya so we can share it with other students because that'll be
Okay, sir.
very helpful for students. So let's start, Shahrukh.
Sir, actually, in my first, I have uploaded my resume on. We just wind up our classes on 16th of September. So then later on, after 3 to 4 days, I have uploaded my resume. So I didn't get the calls first 4 or 5 days. Actually, I was waiting for the calls and I didn't get. But later on, the call was very good, sir.
So a lot
And
of
I am,
people, sorry to
yeah,
interrupt in between. I've been seeing a
yes,
lot
sir.
of people, they say you simply apply in Naukri.com and you get a job.
No,
Right?
no,
Is
no,
it
no, no,
existing?
no, sir. It's not like that simple that we can simply upload and we can get the job. It's no,
So a
no.
lot of
Like we
people they
have to
ask
follow.
us.
No, no,
Today
sir.
I had
We
one of the
have to
query.
follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a query. A student said, "Sir,
Uh,
we just uploaded on Naukri.com. That's it, right? So we can do
so
it." So that's
you
open
will
for
not get the
everyone.
calls. Actually, the people, the students, whichever they are thinking that simply we will upload and we can get the calls. No, it's not like that. Pankaj sir will tell us the strategy how to upload our resume in the portal. We need to follow so many things and we need to get the calls. Like we need to follow Pankaj sir. That's it. We will not get calls if we simply upload the resume.
Right, very true. Because we know that when we uploaded the call centers, BPO marketing,
Yes, sir.
this is
Call
what
centers
happened.
and
So
BPOs will come.
right. Okay, so yes, let's continue, Shahrukh, with the
Yes,
questions.
sir. The first company I have got that Promentia. They told me to attend the online test, but I didn't clear that one. The second company HTC I got. It's directly the technical round. In that round, they asked me about my project, sir, and they asked me about how your day is going on. Like everything in the project, they asked me because they wanted to know that how I have did my project actually, and they went only on core Java session and the Spring Boot session. Every company which I have got is only the maximum questions on core Java, Spring Boot, and the SQL. And coming to the questions which I have got is the first company I will tell you, HTC. Like they asked me about my project. How is your project, and can you please explain me about your project? And who is allocating the work for you? How is your day is going to be start? Like these questions they ask me, sir. Like scenario, like real time based, how I have working my whole day. Like this they ask me, and at the time I have given the answer like as I've just thought that this is the correct answer for me, and I just given that answer. So they were very happy about that, and they offered me the job, sir.
Okay. So right, so project is something very important, by the way.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
people should, because this is the second candidate for the day mentioning the same thing, that they have
Correct.
asked me about the project. So all
Project is
students have
very
the same.
important, sir. They are asking the project in our in each my company. They have asked me about the project to explain.
Right. So the project classes are very important. One note, make a point in your notebook. So whenever we start with the project lectures, I want all the students to stay very highly focused and practice daily basis. We will develop one module and you will finish that module and come back the next day. Okay. Right. So Shahrukh, this is all about the project. And any other questions did you get apart from
Yeah, the
that?
other questions like in core Java, I have got like in string concepts and abstract class and interface. It's very important. And I got the questions on constructors, the types of constructors and the constructor overloading and the OOPS concepts, very important. In OOPS concepts, they asked me about the inheritance. And coming to some more questions I have got.
Hello. Oh, some network problem. Hello. Yeah, there is some problem at his end. Just hold on, guys. 1 minute. Huh? Let him join back again. Let me just invite him again. Yeah, Shahrukh, there was a bit of network problem. I've just asked again to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Am audible,
Right.
sir?
Okay. So these are all. Yeah, yeah. You're audible. So let's start
Yeah.
taking some questions from the audience side. Online class or offline class? Which one is better?
As per my view, online class is better, sir. because we need to save the PG amount, and we can get the home food. So we can directly sit in our homes and we can take the classes online.
Right. So that is your opinion that
Yes,
online
sir.
classes is equally good. Okay.
Yes.
So technical questions, guys. Let's take technical questions. How you are going to handle if you don't know the answer more than 5 questions. You don't know the
Sir,
answers for more than 5 questions. How will you tackle it in interview?
yeah, actually, I will think for 1 to 2 minutes. If I didn't get the answer, means I will say that, sir, I didn't come across this question in my further interview, or my further interview. I will definitely learn this question and I will explain this question like that. I will simply say in the positive manner, sir. Not like that. I don't know. No, we need to
Okay.
say
So you're
as
going
the positive
right.
manner.
So you're going to tell them that okay, I'm not aware of this, but I'm going to
Yes,
study and next time I'll be prepared. Okay.
definitely I will
Any
learn and I.
SQL questions you got it?
Yeah,
Which tools?
SQL, I got the primary key, foreign key. What is primary key? What is foreign key? They asked me, and the inner joint. Especially, they asked me about the inner joint, and uh, that's it. What is database? They asked me.
Right.
Only 5 questions I got in SQL, sir.
How to tackle scenario based question when you don't know?
Scenario-based questions like
Is that being asked a lot or the frequency is low?
no, sir. For me, they didn't ask any much scenario questions that I
Okay.
didn't face for these types of questions.
Right. So what exactly is inner join? Manish wants to know that. What exactly is inner join?
Actually, the SQL inner joint is used to return all the rows from different tables, and where the joint conditions is satisfied, it is the most type of joint. Like for this inner joint, the syntax we need to use the select column for the table one inner joint, table two on table one comma column one equals to table two dot column two. This is nothing but we need to join from one table to another table.
Right. Okay. Uh, so tell me, any coding questions? Did they tell you to type any code during the interview?
Actually, they asked me to write some code belongs to the Fibonacci series.
Okay. So that was
Uh,
actually being done.
yeah, Fibonacci series. They asked me, and I have written that code. Somewhat silly, small mistakes, but I have completed that code, and the code was executed by me.
So you were able to do that easily?
Yeah, easily I can able to do. But he
Okay.
also support me. The interviewer is very friendly, sir. Actually, he support me a lot. Yeah.
Right. So can a non-coding background people can make their career in coding and crack successfully interview?
Successfully they will complete, sir. Because see, sir, I have done my BCA in 2016, and I have worked for different BPO companies actually, like small organizations I have worked. But I was thinking that I told you about my friend. She told me that this is not the way. You need to go for the IT industry. You need to do the hard work. After then, your career will going to be bright like that. She told. So have joined the IT companies. It's a very easy processor. If we follow Pankaj sir, then definitely I am telling that 100 out of 100 people can get the jobs.
Right. So, Shahrukh, one more question. We have
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, we'll not. This is a non-technical thing. So, people, if they ask him technical questions, that will help you a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
in programming ground, can we write in a paper and then we can type in online editor?
No, sir. Actually, they told me to share the screen actually, and I have just typed the program on Notepad.
Okay, you have typed it on the notepad actually. So, servlet and JSP, what questions did you get, Shahrukh? Any questions? Is it very
No, sir.
important?
Servlets and JSP I didn't get. I have got only the core Java, especially Spring and the SQL. This and that's it.
So, did they ask any question that did you get any of the bugs in your project?
Yes, they asked me not like that. They asked me if you got any bug or any problem in your project, to whom you are going to contact.
Okay, right.
So
So,
I
how
simply
many?
said,
Uh,
yes,
go ahead, please finish your
yeah.
answer.
I simply said that actually, first of all, I will check if I can't able to do this. I can't resolve this error. Means I will directly go to my team lead or to my manager to check with this code. After that, they will simply politely they will tell me that this is the problem, Shahrukh. You have to check here. After that, they simply told me in politely manner from next time onwards, don't do this mistake. Like that, they will simply tell. I have tell this type of questions they ask me.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So tell me how to, what else, like, okay, please tell me how to explain the project. Like, they asked about the project, how to explain that?
First of all, uh, I was working on a project called as something, the name which we have given, like I have given the name like Lorax. It's an marketing activity which can be performed the end-to-end activities. It is an automated task which we have done, and it has the four modules like leads, the contacts, and the email sending APIs. We have working on it. And coming to my roles and responsibilities, I have developing the installing MySQL database and creating the database schema, developing the entity classes, and the if we got any bugs or errors, we are going and checking with the testers, integrating email sending services, configuring application.properties files. These are all my roles and responsibilities I have done in my project.
Okay. So what are all the problems did you face in your project? What all problems did you face in your project? I'm just reading as it is what that type. What problems did you face in your project?
Uh, no, I didn't got this question. If suppose I got this question, means I will say that if I got the problem while in my project is I will just check with my team lead. If suppose I will first check myself. Otherwise, if I didn't get means I will go to my seniors or my team lead to resolve this issue. Like I will say, sir.
Okay, right. How many calls per day you are getting?
Per day, I am getting 2 to 3 calls. Minimum two I am getting, sir.
Minimum two.
Yeah.
How much would you rate yourself before the course and after completing this course?
I will rate 10 out of 8 that I
Okay,
have learned this,
right. That
because
is
before I didn't know, but I have learned a lot. Actually I was spending 3 to 4 hours per day to learning, and now this time I have joined HTC Global, sir. My joining date is on 18th. I have joined already, and next week
right.
I think I will get the laptop from them. And they told me that they are going to provide some training for me first of all, and they will give me some KT regarding the project. After that, we will go into the project directly, like that they said, sir.
Right. Okay, so I think a lot of questions, he has already answered.
Yes, sir.
From the audience side, we have picked a lot of technical questions, and Shahrukh has presented that all, that how you need to be prepared and how you need to speak well. Thank you so much, Shahrukh, for joining us. Any
Thank you, sir.
last few inputs you want to give it to your, juniors?
I will say just be confident. Just follow the Pankaj sir. Whatever he will say, just follow it and learn the Pankaj sir, whichever the questions, whichever the theory, and the project is very important, guys. Just look into the project, because nowadays the companies are asking regarding the project. Just ask Pankaj sir and the team. They will definitely help you on this. That's it. I am just say all of you that all the best. Just be the number one in your position. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us, Shahrukh. We wish you all the
Thank
best.
you, sir.
Take
Thank
care.
you,
Bye
sir.
bye. Let's
Bye, sir.
invite the next candidate, okay, for the day. Okay, so that was all from Shahrukh, his journey, his experience, presentation, and a lot of inputs he has given students here. Let's invite the next candidate, Chandana. So Chandana is here. Very good morning, Chandana.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. Thank you. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. So let's start, Chandana.
Yeah.
The very first thing I want to know your qualification, from which place you are, your year of pass out, percentage, qualification, all of these
Yeah.
details.
Sir, I'm from Bangalore, sir. I've completed engineering in 2020, sir. Like with an aggregate of 8 CGPA. I have joined Pankaj sir on May 20th batch, sir.
Right. So, so how did you get to know about us, Chandana?
So one of my friend told, sir. One of my friend, she told me about the Pankaj sir Academy, and I have joined. Even I googled it, and I've got the like good videos, like YouTube videos. I watched YouTube videos. I feel if I join here, like I'll get a place for sure. So I've joined here.
Right. So, okay, right. So one of your friend referred you, and that's how you
Mm.
decided, okay, to be a part of our training institute, right? So
Yes,
you got placed as a developer,
yes, sir. Developer.
right? Excellent, Chandana. So tell me, which all companies you got placed in? Can we just know that?
Yes, sir. Like placed in like right now I have an offer of 3 companies, sir. Might be next week I'll get 2 other offers. Okay, like firstly I got placed in Capgemini, and second is Promantia Business Solution. Third one is Retail Insights, and yesterday I've uploaded my documents to IBM, sir. So probably my next week I'll get an offer, and one more is Daytona. Again, I've cleared the round. Next week I'll be having a HR discussion. So next week I'll get an offer from Daytona.
Right. So next week you'll be getting an offer. So are
Yeah.
you asking this question to the companies that after you join, will they again provide training?
Yes, sir. Like after that HR discussion, I used to ask this question. But I think from these companies, I'll not get training. This from Ansha and Retail Insights, probably I'll not get training. Might be from IBM, I'll get training.
Right. Now we have a pretty good feedback from IBM, from the students who have already joined. So there is an excellent feedback. The work culture is really good. So that's a good company. IBM, no doubt, it's a good company. So let's start with the interview questions. What all questions did they ask you? Let's start. Then we'll also take the interview questions from the student side.
Okay.
Let's start with the first question, package thing. We missed that out. What's
Yeah.
your lowest and highest package?
Lowest package is 3.6, sir. Highest
Okay.
is 4.5.
Okay, 3.6, 4.5. Okay, right. So, technical questions, students, you keep it ready. Meanwhile, let's start with Chandana. Let her introduce all the questions she got in the companies. You start with that. Meanwhile, I'll keep looking at students' questions as well.
Okay, so like basically all the companies will ask you some code Java, that the constructor, overriding, overloading, and what is comparator, comparable interface. That is very important question. Difference between Spring and Spring Boot, OOPS concepts, difference between interface and abstraction, abstract classes. Uh, like this, like all the basic questions only they'll ask about your annotations, like Spring Boot annotation. Mm. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
right.
KPI.
So these are all the questions. So I think most of the students are telling the same questions only.
Yeah.
Whoever has got placed, I'm seeing 99% is the same question. So we have some questions from the students. They want to know the answer. From your side, what is web.xml file?
Web.xml, sir.
Yep.
Like I know like phone.xml file thing. I haven't come across this question like web.xml file.
Hello.
Hello.
It was in my old recorded lectures, 2016. If you
Okay.
observe.
Like I'll
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll
Not a
go through it.
problem.
Yeah.
We have covered that. The configurations we do it there, right?
Yes, sir. That I saw like
Earlier.
phone.xml file. I knew that web.xml.
Yeah, the
I
version
haven't got
3.
it.
It's okay, not a problem. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's not possible to remember all. So what is immutable?
Immutable, where we cannot change anything, where we cannot modify anything. That is what immutable is.
Okay, so that is what is immutable, right? So
Yeah.
is string mutable or immutable?
Strings are immutable.
Okay, immutable, right? So servlet and JSP, did you get any questions there?
Not much questions. Like just explain the servlet life cycle. I have got that one question. JSP till now I haven't faced any questions regarding JSP, sir. Only servlet part or only that life cycle questions I got that.
Okay. The next thing got placed as a developer. She has got placed as a developer, not as a tester. Right. Let's continue. Explain your day-to-day work. Like, how is your day-to-day work? What is marker interface? Let's start with that.
Marker interface, it has like it is empty interface.
Right.
It
So
has
any
an
interface that is empty is called as a
marker
interface.
interface.
So what is this thread pool?
Thread pool, like if you want to limit the usage of threads in your program, then we'll use thread pool. If any task comes, like it will wrap the task and give back to the thread pool. Any thread it is idle, it will do the task. So that's all.
Okay. Any SQL questions did you get?
Yes, sir. SQL questions I got like from all the companies I got SQL sir questions.
Okay.
What are DDL, DML commands? That question I
Okay.
got. Then the different types of joins, difference between inner join and outer join. Then subqueries, as you taught me. So that question was a basic question from SQL from all the companies, like
Okay.
maximum second salary.
Okay.
That is a basic like question from all the companies. So.
Right. Any scenario-based question?
Scenario based, no, sir. Like I haven't faced any scenario based questions from these companies.
Right.
They ask you to write the questions, like they'll give one program and we have to write the code. That questions are they ask me like they ask me like we want to retrieve the employee details. How you gonna retrieve it using the collections part? That questions were very important. Collections using the array list, how you gonna retrieve? What is it later?
So,
That is very
oops, with real-time, project explanation, did they
yeah,
ask?
yeah. They asked me about encapsulation, sir. Like how where you use encapsulation in your project. I told while creating an entity classes, we have used encapsulation where we cannot we have to hide some data from the client. We have used encapsulation using the private keyword, and we have used getters and setters also to encapsulate. Using the entity classes, we have used encapsulation. I just told that.
Okay, so where we have to write the code if it is being asked in interview?
We need to share the screen and we need to write the code in Notepad. I also sometimes they'll ask you to explain your code, like how your code is working. Can you please explain? They ask me also. I
Right,
explained it.
right. Okay, so that is how it was. What else do we have now? Okay, so apart from the classes, anything extra efforts did you put?
At last, last lectures of your classes is very important. We
Okay.
should concentrate on those things. Apart from that you have given questions, no? So last you'll give questions that are very important. Apart from that, you can concentrate more on that previous old lectures given by you.
Okay.
That's all. So, like while attending the interview, you'll get new questions that you're preparing for next interview will be helpful.
Right. So that is what the strategy it has been. Okay. So I think a lot of questions she has already handled it. She has answered a lot of questions. So any advices you want to give it to your junior, Chandana, before we invite the
Like
next candidate?
yes, so like I have heard like some previous candidate like simply upload your profile in your Naukri, you'll get calls. That is definitely false because I uploaded it when I passed out in 2020, but I didn't get any calls. After joining Pankaj Academy, I just follow the instructions given by you. I just uploaded it, and after that, I used to get 3 to 5 calls per day, and now I'm having like 3 offers in hand, and I'm getting 2 offers in coming in next week. It is like only because of Pankaj Academy, the idea behind it. So please to follow him. Like initially, sir used to tell us that you should follow me as a guru, not as a trainer. So please follow him as a guru only.
Right. Thank you so much, Chandana, for joining us and giving all the inputs to your juniors.
Thank you.
You have attended the classes. Last question. You have attended classes online or offline?
Online, sir. Completely
Okay,
online.
online itself. Right.
Mm.
It was really nice talking to you. And please share all the interview questions with us so that we can
Sure.
share with the students studying here. and they can use that before they are attending interviews.
Sure,
Right?
sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much.
Thank
Let's
you, sir.
invite the next candidate for the day, Archana. Okay, so we have Archana. There are two people. Can you please raise your hand? Who's the one? Archana. Okay, I will unmute both the people. The one who's the student here can just, yeah, I have just asked to unmute yourself. Hello. Yeah, Archana Gowda, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let's start, with the questions, Archana Gowda.
Yes, sir.
I think I've met you actually already. So you got
Yes,
placed
sir.
as a tester. I remember you visiting, right? And you got placed in some company. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. So let's start, okay, with your introduction.
Yes, sir.
Then you got placed as what? Which company you've got placed in? As you got placed as a tester, I remember talking to you. So I think we can have a detailed chat and understand interview questions of testing. So students can make a note of it and also share those questions with us so that we'll give it to the juniors. Okay. So
Sure.
let's start with your introduction, Archana.
Well, sir. So myself, Archana, I have passed in 2017 passed out. So I after that I worked as a lecturer and then I moved as a software test engineer. So basically, I got placed in two companies. One is Capgemini and HCL.
Okay, so a couple of companies you've got placed, Capgemini, and the other one is HCL. So let's start with the interview questions. Like, what all questions did they ask you?
Yes, sir. So basically, I was told into more, so manual portion of software testing. So the thing was they asked more about, requirement traceability matrix and difference between SDLC and SDLC. Then, how you say some positive and negative test cases for a pen or, phone pay account and Facebook login text box and give an example of high severity and low priority. Then, what are the different types of testing, smoke testing, explain smoke testing, and what is regression testing, retesting, and what is the procedure, methodology which you are involving in your project flow, and mainly defect of bug life cycle. This was asked in all the interviews. And what were your roles and responsibilities, and which were the bugs you noticed in your project, and how to report the bug, which test management tool you have used in your project, like this.
Okay. So these are all the questions you've been getting it in the interview requirement, traceability matrix, and all these things, right?
Yes.
So what is your highest and lowest package, Archana?
Highest was 4 and the lowest was 3.5.
Okay, highest for 4 and okay. So how many hours per day you were studying?
So literally, as you know, also, I was working as a lecturer and part time there, and I after that 1 to 2 hours I used to study a day. That's it.
Right, I remember you working and again, again studying. So yeah, balancing both the things is quite difficult actually. Okay, so let's take this. Any coding questions did they ask you, Archana? Any coding questions did you get?
So yes, other than these companies, I attended 2 to 3 other companies where there was basic coding questions like to write code to find a prime number, like that. Only basic coding for programs.
Okay, so those very basic coding questions is what you were getting it there. Okay. Uh, you got placed as a manual tester or as an automation tester?
So basically, the designation is software test engineer, and my joining date is on 28th of this month. Sir. So next week,
Okay.
upcoming Thursday.
Right. Okay. So any inputs you want to give it to your juniors?
The thing is, concentrate on the lectures which has been given to you by you, sir. And just read all the notes which has been given by you, and just concentrate on things which has been told by you. That's more than enough, sir.
Right. So regular practicing, referring your
Yeah,
notes, studying hard. So
consistency
that
is
is,
important.
yeah, the 100% input given by Archana. So thank you so much, Archana, for joining us. and giving all the details about testing. That these are the questions being asked that will really be helpful for students, especially the one who is planning to go for software testing profiles. So how many calls you were getting per day? That's again an interesting question.
Well, so seriously, I tried, after, managing both was difficult and I have to put leaves to attend it. So basically, per day, I used to get 1 to 2 calls. It might be telephonic or, Zoom call like that. I used to get 2 to 3 calls daily.
Okay, 2 to 3 calls is what you were getting it. Right. So thank you so much, Archana Gowda, for joining, and we wish you all the best. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All
Thank
right,
you.
guys, let's invite the next candidate, Pavan. Okay, so let's invite Pavan Kumar. Very good morning, Pavan Kumar. Hello, very good morning, Pavan Kumar. You can just unmute yourself. Okay, right. This okay must be like. So let's call the next candidate. Meanwhile, okay, Noor. Very good morning, Noor. You can just unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, very good morning.
Hello. Very good morning, sir.
So let's start with your introduction, Noor, from which place you are, what's your qualification, year of pass out, you got placed as what, which company you got placed in, your package details, and how did you get to know about Pankaj Sir Academy? Okay, can you just give us
Okay.
this brief introduction?
Okay, sir, sure. My name is Noor Afshan Javed, and I had completed my BTech in Information Technology from Women's Institute of Technology, Darbhanga, Bihar. So with 7.03 CGPA in 2018 pass out. And then after I got selected in 4 companies, like first one is Capgemini, and second like Orient Innovation, and third one is Orient Solution Private Limited, and fourth one is Tech Mahindra. So I want to go with Tech Mahindra, and my highest package is 5.5 LP and my lowest package 4.5 LP. And
Okay.
I joined PSA on 13th April as a developer. And like as one day I searching like something in internet. So when I read something in Quora on Quora, so about like IT field something. So then I suddenly I saw Pankaj sir wrote about IT fields like placement something something. I won't be able to. I don't remember right now what exactly wrote there. So I download firstly Pankaj Sir Academy app, and then after I watch some videos. So I was very impressed. The way of speaking and way of teaching is awesome. So I have never seen like Pankaj Sir Academy group. So how sweetly and nicely explain each and every topics. So not feeling like a boring lecture. So that's why I decided to join PSC, and I joined PSC, and finally I got placed in 4 companies. So thanks a lot, sir. Because of you, I got selected.
Most welcome, Noor. Uh, we have few questions. Like question number one.
Hello.
Uh, what is your highest and lowest package?
My highest package is 5.5 LP.
Okay, and the lowest package?
4.5.
4.5. Okay.
Yes.
Let's start with your journey about interview questions. What all things did you get? And meanwhile, we'll also pick the questions from the student side and we will ask you those questions.
Oh yes, sir. So coming for the interview question, like they asked me, every company they asked me like OOPS concept basically, and after that they asked me like which version you worked like Java. So I said like Java 8. I used Java 8. So they told me like what is the features of Java 8. So then after they asked me like what is polymorphism and what is encapsulation and what is in like abstraction, and difference between interface and abstraction, difference between final, finally, and finalize, and a string constant pole, Then after coming to the exception, like they asked me types of exception defined, like checked exception, unchecked exception, and final keywords. So and then after they asked me write some code, for example, reverse a given string, and some other codes, write a program to find prime number, and write a program for abstraction concept. And next question is they ask me why main method is static. So yeah,
Okay.
so these questions are asked. They asked me in core Java, and coming
Right.
for the Spring Boot, they asked me a component of a Spring Boot and some annotations column annotation, table annotation, entity annotations, and yeah, so and auto wired annotations. And then after they ask me what is Hibernate and what is MVC architecture. MVC architecture, every company they ask me what's the role of MVC architecture, because it's a important question as a developer. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So MVC architecture is something we did not hear today from the student
So,
side, but yes, that is important because which architecture did you follow to build application? Very commonly, yeah. So did you attend the classes online or offline? No,
I attended online, sir. Online.
online itself. Okay,
Yes.
right. Uh, right. So is there anything students needs to worry about the interview calls? That it is based on year of pass out percentage, or everybody can get good interview calls?
Yeah, no, sir. I have never faced what's passing out here. I have passed out 2018, but they don't ask me like this type of questions. They checked only what's in your what they asked me like basics questions, and they checked like how they checked how many potential you have as a developer. So they asked me what framework you use. So I uh, giving these answers in Spring Boot. Then after they asked me what type of core Java. In these all these topics like basics question, they test if you have any knowledge properly of basics question or not. So yes.
Okay, right. So any other inputs you want to give it, Noor? Because students, if you have any questions, you can ask. Uh, what is sprint? Did you get any questions on sprint, agile?
No, sir.
No,
No, sir, I didn't do it.
you did not get any questions on sprint.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Scrum.
No, sir. No, sir. Actually,
So did they ask any questions on agile process or not?
no, sir. They don't ask me. They did not
Okay.
ask me
They did not
anything
ask you
related.
that.
Yes, sir.
Right. But that was written down in your resume.
But yeah, I already mentioned in my resume, but they not asked.
Okay. Any questions on threads you got it, which students should be focusing
In
on?
thread, they asked me the life cycle of thread life cycle.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay, okay, okay. Right, 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 right. Okay, so that was really nice talking to you. We wish you all the best. So, program related to design pattern. Any questions related to design pattern did you get?
No, design pattern, they asked me like dependency injection. So it is a design pattern and IOC controller. Spring IOC. Yes, sir. They asked me like that.
Okay. Right. So, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, we wish you all the best. Okay, Noor, and
Thanks a lot, sir.
thanks for
Because
joining.
of you, I got placed in say, 4 companies. So thanks a lot, sir.
Most welcome. Right. Thank you so much once again. Let's invite the next candidate for the day, Pawan Kumar Reddy. So Pawan Kumar Reddy, is that the right person I'm inviting? The two Pawan Kumar. Let me unmute both. Okay, the one basically, yeah, Pawan, if you're there, okay, the right candidate, then unmute yourself and you can join us. Right. So a lot of people have this questions, queries, will percentage matter, will year of pass out matter, and all these things. That doesn't matter, right? So don't worry about that. any year pass out, any percentage, as long as you're interested, okay, to be a developer or a tester, and if you want to get into IT companies, then definitely, you can do that quite easily. So anyways, this October 26th, I'm starting off with a new demo batch. Probably we'll take this discussion there rather than taking it in alumni meet. So all your queries, I'll be taking it live, online and offline. Okay, so let's take it in a different place. So we have already taken those lectures of sprint, agile, and all. If you have any doubts, you call Sanya. She'll guide you, and that all lectures is a part of our training program. What is sprint? What is Scrum? Who is Scrum Master? Product owner? Okay, then duration of sprint. Okay, stand-up meetings. We have covered all these things. Okay, during the training. Don't worry. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you people enjoyed today's alumni meet, and that was confidence giving. Soon I'll be taking all the interview questions from the candidates, and I will share that with you people. Okay, you can go through these questions. The one who is preparing for interviews, please refer these questions, practically learn how to answer these things, and the next Saturday again will be back with the next alumni meet. That's it. Bye bye. Take care, guys. I'll be sharing the questions soon. Bye.